Yeah, and
Oh
there
my
goes
God,
Sassy.
it's Sassy.
Oh my God, we're talking about you today, Sassy. Please tell me you're going live like on Sunday or something or something. We was talking about you earlier. Like Sassy's back after doing her 40 days and 40 nights.
We were, yeah, girl. You were a little bit of the discussion. Um, she said nope. See,
Oh man. Well, whenever you do decide to come through, hopefully I'll get the notification. I'll be able to join you on your live and be in the chat.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, Sassy. I wish you'd have showed up earlier. So she said she's already sick of him. I told you
I
the table. I
I know
told
it, Sassy. I know it. I know it.
girl. We was
I know.
talking
Girl, we
here,
was just
girl.
talking about how you was
Really,
going off on the panel when you came back after your little time away. When you hit that panel the other day, you was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
are we really? She was like, "Are
That
we
shit
really?
was
Is this what
hilarious.
we're doing? Are we really entertaining this?"
Yes, that shit was
I was
hilarious.
like, "Thank you, Sassy.
I was like,
Thank you."
Sassy ain't playing with this shit at all.
But I really didn't. I was telling Hood Table how I didn't appreciate what that one guy. I don't even yeah, Shakim or whatever. Um, I didn't appreciate what how he was talking about you and the things he was saying. I didn't appreciate it at all, and that just solidified my stance that they can all go to the deuces, and they are exactly what I thought they were going to be and are. That's it. That's all. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just I can't. This has happened before, and eventually the people that support them, they usually piss off eventually, and then they have nowhere to go, and so they go away. And so that always takes a little time. It never happens overnight. It hasn't happened overnight in the past, but I'm hoping it happens. It's going to happen, but I hope it happens sooner than later, because Sassy, if I had a channel there, and the Hood Table wouldn't have had that shit, let him sit up on the panel and talk to you or about you like that.
And
And
we
if
did
I
say that earlier. We did
yeah,
say that shit would have never went down over here. But hey,
no. And if I had a channel, Sassy, I would go live. I would have went live today, and I would have cussed till they struck. They'd have came to my house and knocked on the door to make sure I didn't get back on YouTube. I would have cussed, because you didn't do anything to deserve that, and they don't even know you. They know nothing about you, but they pigeonholed you because you don't like them, and you see through their fuck shit. Okay, I'm done. I'm off my
yeah,
soapbox.
yeah. But for real, we said that earlier today. I said that shit would have never happened. She would have never been talked to like that over here. But you know what? People allow what they allow on their channels, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But like my
Well,
like my title says to my show though, if you believe in your own ability, you won't have to worry about what other people do on their channel.
that's right.
So keep your
That's
focus on your prize, on your channel. Keep supporting other people. But I know a lot of us get deterred over here in this sector when we see a lot of shit going on other people's channels. And we're like, why would they allow this? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Just keep the focus on your channel. Either support them or not. If you don't like the people in the panel, just turn it off. Go find somewhere else to watch. Come back later. You know.
but it's like I told you though, Sassy, and you'll see this, or you probably already saw it. This Shakim person, when it comes to the people that allow him up on their panels, he goes up there at the beginning of the live and he sits there like he's trying to hatch an egg. He doesn't participate in the conversation because number one, it's beef sector. When people hit the link, they're talking about beef sector things. He has no idea what they're talking about, so he can't join in. So he just sits there the entire live and doesn't say a word. And so you can't, like, so Sassy and Ness, they kick it. So when Sassy drops down in the chat, is she gonna be attacked? Or she hits the panel, is he gonna cut up? Or when she hits the panel and leaves, is he gonna talk about her? Sassy can't be going up and down, arguing with a clown. You do you get what I'm saying? So why just be bothered? And that's what I hate, is that I love me some Ness, but I don't want to watch Ness and see this Negro sitting up on the panel the whole 2, 3, 4 hours. I love me some Ness.
Yeah. Well, Randall said, I love me some Sassy too. They will see the 15 minutes is almost up. No more fame. And Meow Meow, thank you, love. Said I'll have to catch the replay. Thank you, love.
Oh, meow meow's in here. Hey,
Yep.
meow meow. Okay, I know
Yep.
I went on my and table. I apologize. I went on my soapbox, but
It's okay.
I've been upset, a little bit upset about that ever since it happened, and she dropped down in the chat. So
It's okay. It's okay. What's up, 402 Revenue? You said if you got beef, eat a pork chop. He's so crazy. That's my brother from our city. Randall Crawford says SpongeBob is a sponge. That is what he is doing, absorbing, or that is what he is doing, absorbing. Shaking my head. That's what they're doing. They're absorbing as much as they can about us. Then they taking the shit over to their panels, and then they discussing it. And it's somebody did compare them to the people of like the Mo3 or I think it was the Mo3. They said a lot of the people from other sectors have came in and really tried to get to know people, really kind of sit in the cut, really try, just to have fun on the channels of the but some of these people, they just coming in and they coming to literally beef. They coming to literally manufacture some shit, stir some shit up so they can put some content on their channel. And that's what a lot of people aren't feeling. But again, if we don't like it, we don't have to watch. If you don't like the commentary that's going on in the B sector, do your own commentary.
Yeah, but
this is not the only thing that we have to talk about, and it's not the only thing that we have to watch, y'all.
That is true. You are 100% correct. But it's just really weird that you've been in a whole sector that's been around for what, 6, 7, 8 years, and you've been here a month or less, and you have and since almost immediately
got monetized
and 100% of your commentary is beef sector when you haven't even been here long enough to it just is crazy. How can you give commentary on something you know nothing about? It just boggles my mind, girl. But Sassy said drop the link.
Okay, but hold on 1 second, Sassy.
I'm sorry, I done talked you into probably enough.
It's okay.
I'm gonna shut up. I promise.
It's okay.
You laughing? Don't
Sassy
laugh.
said
I
I
feel
will.
bad. I feel bad.
No, it's okay for real. Sassy said I will catch replay and I will come chop it up with y'all soon. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, then she said drop the link. Okay.
Yeah, she said drop the link.
Okay. I know this is probably Sassy, but let me put up the banner just to be safe.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Sassy Boo.
Hey, listen, Choreo girl, you can go on. I'm so thankful for you guys' support. Because I didn't know how the beef sector was going to respond, but I knew it was happening. I actually foresaw this and spoke on it early this morning on Ronnie Q. But girl, I was say again.
That's where you were. I was trying to tell her where I was. But go ahead.
And was it Ronnie Q or King Roman? I don't remember. Both of them was early this morning, and I kind of spoke on it. And I was anyway. Hold on, I just came up here to tell y'all something real funny because I knew both of y'all would appreciate it. But I wanted to tell Choreo. I know this is not my panel, but y'all know that spirit I got. But girl, you okay? Shut up, Tanya. You talking about But you weren't doing any run-on sentences or going on and on, girl. People are upset about this situation because they are, and I didn't know Tanya was live because I was over there at Fates, and then I started watching mukbangs or shorts or something. I started watching, um, but they was having a whole town hall meeting over there at Fates, girl. People are irritated by this. Like they was like, "No, god damn, enough is enough," you know. So
Yeah.
girl, this is your space. You know what I'm saying? This is you on your friends panel. So I just wanted to say that number one. Number two, I want to tell y'all a little funny, and then y'all can get into asking me about those weirdos. But so uh me and Langston were catching up because today was just crazy for me. Like it just started out on Ronnie Q's panel. I just dropped down. She asked me to click the link, and then KRN, and then what happened at Ness. And then at that point, I I like checked out. I think so. I think I probably like after work, I finished it up a little early. I can't remember what time it was, but I checked out for about 4 hours. So I'm gonna say probably from like 3 to 4. I mean, excuse me, 3 to 7, 4 to 8, something like that. I just checked out of YouTube, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I missed. And when I came back, it was like a million people had been live. Bree, J Dunn, Uppity, so on and so forth. And I didn't really know what was going on. So anyway, I'm catching up with Langston on the phone, and and I say, and we're talking about obviously the nest and all that situation, right? And I say, and can you believe these idiots? Like they really do not know us. They need to stop saying that they've been watching because there's just basic stuff that you don't know. And one of the funny things or idiotic things that fool said was that I was paying Langston.
Yes.
So I told Langston,
Thought
I
about-
said, yes, girl. I said, so hey, they said I'm paying you, so nigga, you owe me money. And so that fool said, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do like this. Maybe I do like that
Right.
nigga. Maybe I do. Yeah, pay me. I said, nigga, shut up. I'm about to hang up the phone in your face. Girl, it was so funny, but we had to laugh out of the
Girl, that shit is funny, but where the fuck would he even get that concept, that idea? That
I guess both of us can be doing well. I guess because he assumes that I'm see how these assumptions, right? I guess he's assuming that I'm doing well. So then I'm the one that's paying Langston. Like it's like if you even knew a little bit about Langston, you would know that that's not your girl. Then he said, and you get down, bitch ass nigga, you ain't never paid nothing to nobody. And I was just like,
he
what?
he said that to Talon because Talon got up on Nessa's. See, I forgot a lot of this. He said that to Talon because Talon was up on Nessa's panel, and this was after this Negro had cussed out Sassy and said all that BS. And I'm not speaking, well, I'm going to speak for Langston. He probably was just a little perturbed about it. So before he got down, he threw some shade. And that's what this Negro popped out of his mouth. You ain't never gave anybody anything. I'm like, see, when you don't know what you're talking about.
To the 10th power, though.
And who you're talking about.
And who you're talking about. But in fact, he got mad because Langston said that they were bums.
Yes.
And all of them were bums. None of them were exempt. And so, yes. And of course, Shakim got upset. But anyway, it is what it is. But isn't that so funny that this Negro, I'm trying to troll him and the master troll and troll me. Yeah, give me some money. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think I like that shit. Yeah, give me some money. I said, nigga, I'll hang up in your face, nigga.
But you know what, Sassy, we was talking about earlier, how when you just literally said it, how they get up here and they act like they say they've been watching us. But then when you ask them about certain, like when they was up on the panel earlier, old boy was like, yeah, the NDK or whatever his name is, like, oh yeah, like James, and like he was naming all the people. He's like, yeah, like how James do that little dance. Like that's the only thing you can think of saying. Like when you think about 3, 4, 5 years.
Where was he saying this?
This was on. Oh, go ahead, Korea.
No. I'm sorry.
Okay. So this was on Ness's panel. This
no,
Tiva, Miss Tiva's. This was on.
Oh, he was on TV. Now they done made it to Miss Tiva Velocity.
Oh, MBK.
Yes.
Oh, yes, they're gonna make their rounds to the.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
He
God.
was trying to say, I've been here for 3 years because people were asking him, like, if you're from the Umar, we don't understand, like, based off of what he teaches or preaches or whatever the fuck, stealing money for schools, whatever.
Exactly.
How y'all find y'all way over here with women and gay people and all this fighting and doxing? Like, how you find your way over here? Oh, I always been here. I've been here for 3, 4, 5, 11 years. And they was like, basically, well, what about this person? What about that person? And the only thing he could think of to say was, you know how James be dancing? Yeah, I know all about. I was
Well,
like, I'm
you
saying,
know,
Oh,
they lie with such ease. I
with
mean,
such.
one thing that the beef sector is probably, not you ladies, but the beef some of the beef sector ladies that always want to call the heterosexual men gay. One thing I think after these boys leave, they'll probably have a lot more not to say that they don't. I mean, Langston is respected, Troy Allen is respected, but y'all understand what I'm saying. They're probably gonna have a lot of more admiration for them because there's never been no bitches and hoes, there's never been, the trying to, play in your face, there's never it's like that's how like heterosexual men that are doing something with them with their lives, yeah, they're probably going to be straightforward, you know what I mean, they're probably going to be a little harsh, but all of that other stuff that they're doing and the blatant lies, like I've never caught Troy Allen in some blatant lie, like just lying to be lying. That's boy shit.
Yeah.
like
You know?
somebody came to your house today and you still 8 hours later ain't had time to check the footage.
I mean, it's girl. I listen. You listen. You see what happened with me. I couldn't take. Girl, I was about to blow up like a baby, like a hot air balloon. I had to click that link. Are you serious right now? Is this what we're doing? Like, what is going on? Like, I
Right.
feel like
I
I'm
was like,
like,
come through, Sassy. Oh, we missed you, Sassy.
I was
what?
so glad.
You're gonna have to reassure me because I'm confused. Like that was my energy. Like, what is going on? Like everybody knows that this is a play,
Wait a minute, but
So it was just it's a wild, it's a wild time. And the way that they are coming like with force, if you've been over here for 3 years, you just decided to drop down, and then you just decided to drop down, and you're being so aggressive and assertive. Why?
Right.
that's
He
that
said he just
they
dropped
did.
down because he had got doxxed. But that was in a whole nother sector where he was doxxed. And so you felt like you could drop down over in here in over 3 years.
He's
Right.
lying. What did you say, Corio?
Said that the MBK dude that dropped down in T Velocities, he was asked all these questions like Hood Table just said. And
Mm-hmm.
he, because he's ZX's right hand man.
Mm-hmm.
He said that today on T Velocities channel. That's how he described one of the things he did to describe himself, he said. But he just he claims that he's been in the bushes, he's been watching the beef sector for years, 3 years, and he knows everything that's going on. He knows the history. And if you watch whenever MBK is on a panel, Sassy, Hood Table, watch the chat to see what Code Fam and them are typing, because when he's on a panel spouting his shit, they're in the chat. Oh, he's the one. He knows the history. He don't know shit. But anyway,
So
and
they're so ignorant.
yeah, so that's their battle cry for him. Oh, he's the one that he knows the history. So
Shakim said that Trish was, was his. I mean, I guess like he looks up to Trish. Let me say it like that. And I said, well, that's enough said right there. I mean, yeah, exactly, girl. Girl, just come off mute and laugh because everybody, girl.
well, I heard that they have been over kicking it in her chat and on her panel.
Yeah.
And thought that was really different because as far as I've known, they've been clout chasing the bigger channels.
Oh no, see no, that's why the MBK is at T Velocity. It's coming around. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I think that the vitriol for me is twofold. I think number one, this is the reason why I know that they're lying, right? Because you don't even know who the Sassy Show is. And I'm, listen, I know I got a big head, but it's like it's factual, right? You should know who the Sassy Show is if you've been watching.
Did we not say that earlier? Sorry, Sassy. Did we not say that earlier, Choreo?
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's not even me being pompous. Like you should know who the Sassy Show is, right? A little bit about the Sassy Show. And you should know my position in the sector. I feel like just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just like if somebody asked me about Mo3 players, I know a little bit. I can name off some stuff and who's with who. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of basic knowledge, right? So I feel like it's twofold. I feel like it was the welcome that I got when I came back. Like, well, oh shit, we thought we had kind of covered everybody we needed to schmooze up to. You know what I mean? Who is this? Who is this new girl? You know, them, they would say, who is this new bitch? You know?
Right.
And so we missed something, because it's like they're doing reconnaissance, like they work for the CIA. Yeah. So I think that they were upset that somebody had not done their reconnaissance, properly. I think they were upset about my, my stance in the beef sector and how people responded to me. And I absolutely think that they were upset that I came like on a mission, like I was on assignment. Like I literally could not wait until the dusk of Thursday night so that I could be released from Lit and jump on whoever's fucking panel was live. I promise y'all, I was like, this is ridiculous. And I knew I was on a mission. And so, but I wasn't ugly or vile. I was just.
You were sassy. And,
I was sassy.
And for somebody who's been planning and plotting and trying to do what they're doing, for someone like you that as soon as your toe touched down in the chat or on the panel, everybody was like, oh my God, Sassy, where you been, Sassy? We missed you. Oh, Sassy, Sassy, Sassy. And for you, one of the first things they hear out of your mouth is this what we're really doing?
No, that's what happened. Hold on. Let me do it, y'all. Everybody's like, hey, Sassy, we miss you. Hey, Sassy. What up, y'all? Is this the fuck what we doing? Like, Sassy, like, yeah. You know?
Oh, you became an enemy quickly because they found out they couldn't control you, Sassy.
Yeah.
They know they can't control you.
I'm here. I'm typing in the back chat.
Okay, boo.
Okay.
What up, Jay Dizzy?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
They know they can't
and I actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Dan, go ahead, girl.
No, and they can't control you, and they're not going to be able to pay you. They're not going to be able to suck up. So the only thing they can do is attack you.
Yeah.
See if something sticks and see if maybe they're going to change our minds about you.
Yeah, which is the audacity. Can you imagine this? That's another thing. The audacity.
Y'all see my back chat message. I didn't want to say that out loud, but it carried on to what y'all are discussing, but it was so funny.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna have to clip that. Once it's all said and done, I'm gonna clip it and see if I can put it up somewhere. I'm gonna see it
on your wall. Well, that's interesting. So he was okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's only a few of us in here. It's no big deal. But Jay Dunn was just telling us that Shakim tried to click Jay Wilson's link and he wouldn't drop it for him.
And good for
what Jay. Was his? Did he have an explanation behind it, Don?
Jay Wilson was over there talking about the Nest picture and Rico the Brat and stuff.
And Shakim didn't try to click. And what did Jay Wilson say? Like, how did y'all know Shakim was back there?
No. Shakim was up in the chat asking for the link, and Jay Wilson said, nah. Nah. I don't know you.
Good for Jay Wilson.
I don't like new people. That's what he was saying.
Oh, Jay Dunn, you gotta clip that.
You know what?
I just came back to the chat. I had to refill my drink. I'm just not reading your back chat, but he obviously don't know Jay Wilson too well.
He don't, and he was like, didn't you come from the Umar Johnson in the Manosphere? Yeah, I don't like gays too well.
This lows at you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
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 Lou.
Miss
Hey.
Flo. Hey.
that's oh my god, I can't wait to see
That,
that done. He did
oh,
he Mariah'd him.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, he wouldn't even drop the link for him. Everybody else had went up, and he was like, and then even Shakim had typed up in the chat, "Well, I just wanted to come up to introduce myself."
We
And
don't
Jay
see.
Wilson, Jay Wilson was like, "No, I'm fine. I'm
Oh,
happy."
I'm good on that nigga.
right. We know. We see y'all. We know. You know what? And here's the thing, Shakim and your friends. Jay Wilson is the friendliest gay we have over here.
Of that generation, yeah.
Yeah, of that generation, the ones that matter. Like,
Well, no,
you know,
DKL probably will entertain them if I had to
Yeah,
guess.
they done
yeah,
been
that's
over there
true.
to
Oh yeah,
DKL's
they've been over there.
before.
Yeah, they've been over
I
there.
would
Uh,
I would think so. Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't hold. Yeah, he won't hold
He
coke.
doesn't. He doesn't. He's not a stand up kind of like, oh, let me make a stance kind of guy. So
No,
yeah. So
because
really, it's
he
just
wants the
Sean,
numbers and the money.
right. So Sean is gone. They can't fuck with James under no circumstances. So it's.
Oh, you didn't hear? They tried James.
I
They kind of
heard.
talked about him a little bit. Now that pissed me off too. It's like,
I
really?
heard. I heard Jay Dunn's rendition telling us about it, and I said, "Child, not mother." But
Yeah.
so they can't. That's a rap with them with James. It's a rap with Jay Wilson. So they can't. They've
Oh,
not.
and
They're not
Rick
going to be able
Reed,
to.
and they
I'm,
don't want to mess with Rick Reed.
Yeah,
Well, Rick
wait a
Reed
minute,
ain't been here.
y'all.
They
You
don't
know,
even know that
they
Rick
don't
Reed
even probably
exists.
exactly, girl. If they don't know Sassy and they, girl, let me tell y'all this is done up here the other day. They gonna talk. Overheard something. I can't remember whose panel or what, but it was one of them talking about. Oh, somebody said that chat rep is not beef sector. Now it's nothing for me to comment on because that's subjective, I guess. But then he says, and whoever he was talking about, the same person said Jay Dunn is not beef sector, or at least she's not an OG. And I was like, who are you getting this information
What?
from? Like,
Well, This the thing though, Sassy, and this what I learned. They believe that OGs mean that you old. And I'm not no disrespect to everybody else.
oh,
But
okay.
because I sound young and because I'm in my 30s, they think that I can't be an OG even though I've been around everybody since I was like 23. So
I
they
don't.
feel like they feel like it's a generational gap and that all the young people are new B sector and all the people who are like 50 plus are old B sector.
Oh, that makes sense. So they're separating us by that.
By
Okay,
age.
by age.
That's why old boy said something about James is afraid to bridge the gap or something. People's like, what the fuck you talking about?
What
That
are
was
you
MBK.
talking about?
That was MBK, the one that knows the beef sector, knows all the
Well,
history.
that's it. That's what I had to tell him, and that's the
Mhm.
only reason why I went up on Nest because everybody loves to. They're either going to say something about to me about Jay Dunn or about Tracy, depending on what their argument is, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like, you cannot fuck with me about Jay Dunn or Tracy.
Right.
You just can't. It's not gonna work. I'm too
Right.
skilled of an orator to eat for you to even try to fuck with me
Mhm.
about that situation. It's not like I don't tell them. Like you act like what I'm saying, it's just stupid. So that's the only reason why I clicked the link because I definitely knew that I was not going to be going back and forth with them. But I
Mhm.
was like,
What Sassy?
let me say this real
I,
quick. But if he's been here for 3 years, then why didn't he know what
Mhm.
led to, again, not making any excuses for Tracy, but why didn't he know the story, what led to Tracy doing that? He
Mhm.
doesn't know the story. He's listening to what ZX is saying. ZX is leaving out poignant pieces about the story. I believe they're curled up on their little futons right now because Lord knows they don't have any like real furniture. They're curled up on their little futons in their parents' houses and they're on FaceTime making googly eyes at each other and like doing bullet points, like the index cards.
Mhm.
Okay, so who is the hood table? Okay, yeah, the hood table is Tanya. Tanya's been like it because you can't retain when you learn things like that, you
but
can't.
Sassy,
absorb them. Go ahead.
Ain't no way they asked you about me because I've been corresponding with them before you got here. They've been asking you about Tracy.
No. I said, I did not say that. I said people all the time. They're either going to try to attack me with Jay Dunn or Tracy. That's what I said. I didn't say
Oh,
them.
I thought you was
Yeah.
talking about them.
No,
Okay, because I'm like, hold on, don't group me in with Tracy because I ain't put a noose around nobody.
no, I didn't say that. I said that's
Oh
what they
Lord.
do. Yeah, no, that's what they do when they're trying to like try they people. That's why I said people, not them. Because you're right, they've been stalking you from the jump. So they
Okay. Because I was like, wait a second.
right, right.
Okay,
You know,
okay,
wait,
I'm good.
wait,
I'm
done
good.
some shit, but I ain't do that one, Sassy. Come on now. No, I didn't.
Mm-mm.
You
I know.
notice, I
No,
noticed
what
that.
I did, I
And
had to
wait a minute,
pay
Jay Dunn,
probation for it, and
Right.
my slate is
Jay Dunn,
clean.
Jay Dunn. Are you
Yes.
starting to feel like they're okay? Here we go. Let me say this real quick. Okay. I feel like they're coming over here because it's a group of black women. They think they could come in and finesse us and dazzle us, and we just don't have men at home or have access to men, and we're just going to fall over flat because straight, quote unquote, straight men have come into the sector. I think that they're going to ignore the gay people, and then once they quote unquote take over the beach sector, they're going to push the gay people out and keep all the subs. This is their dream. Keep all the subs and the money for themselves. And I just want to know if after a month, do you kind of them being friendly, do you kind of feel like they're trying to test your gangster now because you're a
They
lesbian?
tested they tested me first.
Did they? Okay. I missed
It
that.
was videos with my name up in the title before they even started clicking links.
And they didn't know you from Adam. How you gonna
But
get?
they only saw me on Ness's panel interacting with Ness.
And they did commentary on that. Yeah.
Correct. But
Choose
I didn't know
side,
them. They didn't know me.
right? Didn't know the history of what was going on between the interaction between you and Ness. Nothing, correct?
Correct.
Right.
Correct. So
They
they tested me
sent
first.
information. Hmm.
So they Jay Dunn was the first test. Like whoever is the leader of them, they were like, "Oh, this is an interesting character. Her and Ness have an interesting relationship. We can't talk about Ness in a nefarious or derogatory way. So let's attack this one. And she seems like she's ready to go. This is my theory, right? She's ready to go.
Well, and I'll
Jay
give
Dunn
y'all
tore his ass
specifics.
up. That
So,
Rakim or Rashim, Jay Dunn tore his ass up.
Sure did.
let me tell you. So, what they did the first commentary about that was when Ness got fired. And yes, I was giving Ness a very hard time, but I was giving her the hard time because I already knew her through our friendship that Heat had been calling her job. So all they came over and saw was me down in a black woman that lost her job or whatever. So then they took that and ran with it over there and
Right.
put videos about me, not even knowing the context or the back history. The
Mm,
fact that Ness got fired in January, but Heat was calling her job in December, and I had told her to let that bitch go, but she ain't listen.
mm,
But they didn't know all that. So then it was like they were doing commentary on me about what type of friend am I to I guess kick my friend when she down. But no, I'm gonna always tell somebody I told you so if I told you so. Because nobody need to be unemployed because of their significant other. And you damn sure better not still be with them after they got you fired. And so my point was to um get my point across to Ness, like, hey, this is what happened. But they didn't know none of the back history about it. So to them, it just looked like I was just kicking Ness when she was down, calling myself a friend, but that's not the case.
see, it's missteps like that they should be roast. People, we should roast and gag them almost out the whole sector. Because they do it repeatedly, and it's like they're getting away with everything. And I don't understand why no one's doing what Sassy did. No one's doing what Jay Dunn's doing. You know, Ronnie Q did a whole video, and she was talking about, the mess they are. But 4 or 5 people can't do it for a whole sector. You
Well,
know,
that's why I said today at you guys will have to check that out. Yaya did a live and it kind of started out a little rough. It was a little unfocused. But when Nika spoke, it was very loud and clear. Like she was very concise. That's what I'll say about it. It was very, very clear. Like where she stood, it was a very OG like, and yeah. So I
were they?
think I'm sorry, go ahead.
I just want to. Were they down in Yaya's chat twerking around? Or
Absolutely not. They can't stand Yaya.
I did not know that. Okay.
Oh yeah, Shakim has talked.
No, they don't like her.
Yeah, Shakim has
So,
spoken very negatively about Yaya.
so let
And
me understand this. Am I understanding this right? That out of that group of people, only Bree is the only one who really, and everybody else is like,
o-
Against it. Yeah.
oh,
only one.
okay.
Only
Yeah.
one.
Which, it happens. And that's what I thought, like the way that Lady Nika explained it was perfect. She's like, I'm not telling nobody what to do. Like, I just can't do that. But, and one of the things I can't stand people when they say, well, just turn the channel. But the problem is that they're everywhere that you go.
Yep.
And so you need to give some credence to that part. Like it's not just turn the channel. We can't even enjoy our favorite people anymore because they are everywhere. And not only are they everywhere, they're there for the entire time.
Entire.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, they're going to be there for 20 minutes. Okay, I can go do something else and come back. No. So Nika spoke to that. She also spoke on, she said they're not welcome in her channel, point blank, period. She knows how she's going to handle it. And she gave Yaya some advice and just said, hey, you can't, Bree just cussed out Shakimi boy tonight. High hood win.
Hey,
I missed,
sweet 7777.
okay, I missed that. Was that on the live that I missed? Sweet 77? Okay, I'll have to go back and look at it. And was
Was
it a real cuss out or was it okay? I'll look at it.
I
Well,
think
no,
I remember something like that, kinda.
That's
I
on
can't remember what she cussed him out for. Oh, that's right, because he what the
no?
fuck did he do?
She's talking about the live Bree just finished a little while ago.
Oh, because I know earlier she had cussed him out and said he got to send her $50 next time they do something, or $100 next time they say something on her video. But that was this morning, I think. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
but no, but in Brianna's live, I was there as well. She cussed me out too. And now that y'all said it, and I'm gonna be honest. The fact that everybody in that circle is against him except for Brianna. Pizarro against them,
Yeah.
Lady Nika,
Mm-hmm.
Fetch Yaya,
Mm.
ODS done figured them out. Triple don't even entertain them whatsoever. We was up in his members only tonight talking about them. But Brianna is the only one to entertain them. And it's crazy because I got up there and I was talking to Raw when she was doing her interview and I said, why are you defending these men? And Brianna cussed me clean the fuck out.
Oh wow.
But she cussed me out because people been saying that she running behind these men. But now that we really examine it, maybe she is. Because ain't no way that these men done came to the B sector and now they jobs being called and I'm gonna be a mediator trying to make sure that don't happen for them.
Wait,
If Brianna's
I'm a little lost because that's when I took like 4 hours off of YouTube. So I haven't seen Bree's live. What do you mean Bree was trying to be a mediator?
Bree did a live with Robbie Privilege and called her up there and was basically begging her not to call the jobs, not to call binary code's job.
What?
Yes, and she was like, "What will it take for you and Shakim to bury the hatchet?" Girl, go watch it.
Yeah, that was like yesterday, right, or the day before.
No, that happened tonight.
Oh, see, I didn't see the one tonight.
Yes, and my thing is, I listened to it for about the first hour and some change, and then I got up there and I was asking my questions to Rob. But I refuse to believe if Brianna was under attack and people was calling her job, that Code or Shakim would be trying to have a peace treaty to keep Brianna with her job. And I brought that to her attention and she cussed me out. But
Mm,
that's the facts. They would not do this for you. So why are you doing it for them?
I feel you, and I
Then
did not
she
know the
then
tree was
she
mine.
spent it. Then she spent it and she said, was she doing it for Raw's sake? Because Raw got kids and stuff. No, you're not doing it for Raw's sake. The fact is, they really messing with Coach's job and he did a members only live about his job, but I didn't join his membership. So Brianna was up in the membership and I guess it touched her in her spirit,
Oh,
whatever he got going on.
uh,
But at the end of the day, them men would not come out here and try to do peace for you. I
right.
mean, hell, you just got videotape going God knows where, and where was they? But now because they done came to the beef sector, which is what they wanted to come over here and ruffle feathers and get clout. And now because it's too hot up in the kitchen, you got Raw over here trying to talk her down on what she doing. And Raw ain't going nowhere. And she said it. She said, I'm not about to stop what I'm doing because they came after my autistic son.
And they did. I sat there one night, and when Raw and Shakim were going back and forth, he talked about her autistic son like a dog. It was shameful. It was. Do you remember that, Jay Dunn? He
Yeah,
called that
but
child every.
they've been doing that.
I
but I
They've
have
cannot.
a
been doing it.
can
I
I
see, I see you, Sislo. You can turn your camera off.
hey QI, can I address Sweet's comment, because
Sure.
I've heard this in my back chat as well. Everyone blaming Bree, but Lemon let them in, just like Lemon had the passport bros on last night. And I have one particular person in my back chat that is really, really, kind of upset with Lemon because of that, right? And my thing is, and I've been saying it, I keep saying it. Hey, Sweet. I'm not necessarily upset with Lemon. I do think that his discernment is off at times, right?
At
But
times.
my thing is like, can we take individual accountability? Like, it doesn't matter who Lemon brings over here. It doesn't matter if Bree wants to have them on their panel. It doesn't matter if Ness, like, we're discussing them and they have like 10, prominent chatters, mods, and CCs have mod sticks at codes. People click his link. People are in his chat. Like Lady Nika said, this man that went from 7 in the chat to 200 in the chat. That's 193 beef sector people. Like, we
Mm-hmm,
have to take accountability. And that's what that town hall was supposed to be like about. What are we going to do? Because we can't tell other grown people what to do. So
mm-hmm,
what are we going to do? Are
mm-hmm.
you
And,
know,
and what I'm saying is I'm not blaming Brianna.
no, I didn't say
Brianna
that.
is
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm that comment that you read. They said why
Mm-hmm.
blame Bree? I'm not blaming Brianna. But the fact is I know that them men would not fight for her the way that she tried to fight for them tonight.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
facts.
and why?
Her job would be called, she would be fired, her apartment would be stalked. And my thing is, in the B sector, hasn't this been happening? Did she
Yeah.
ever stand in the gap for anybody else?
Mm,
Oh
Did she
Lord.
ever come through and say, let's do a peace treaty to end this?
mm, mm.
Ooh,
But now
Lord
she
Jesus.
doing it all of
I
a
got a
sudden
mod
because of
stick
these
over
two.
there, child. I might have to drop down because I can't. I don't know. Lord Jesus. Yeah,
Well,
you could.
but I'm being honest
Yeah,
because
I
they,
know.
I like Brianna.
I
I
know you
liked
do.
her.
I know you do.
But I'm being honest because
Yeah.
we done seen the doxings, the calling of the job, calling up probation officers, all types of stuff, and I ain't never had no peace treaty going on over there up in Pettyville. When has Pettyville initiated a peace treaty?
Girl, Lord
well,
Jesus.
hey, Sassy. So, do you realize that while you were gone, I know you were looking periodically, but do you realize that They've only been here a month. That at least 2 weeks
2 months.
ago,
2 months.
more. Okay. At
Yeah, it's
least
been 2 months.
then I finish. You don't like people to interrupt you.
I'm sorry,
I
that
was
was me.
saying it was
No, I'm
two
talking about Jay
months.
Dunn's butt.
I
Um,
Oh,
was saying it was 2 months because you didn't know what you was talking about.
okay,
I
okay, y'all. Okay.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Damn.
Go ahead, Corey.
Anyway, do you know that Code went after Lady Nika?
Yeah, I remember hearing her response, but I also remember hearing his, response. So, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
he
I mean, it's only been
backpedaled
2 months and they went after James. Yeah, it's the audacity.
and that's when I was done. I was like, if they gonna go after Lady Nika, and she's been nothing but kind to them, to her better judgment, she's been nice to them, and you going after her? Why are you doing commentary on Lady Nika? I
Because
was done
they
then.
don't have any, there's no boundaries. And also with those type of men, they're constantly pushing the boundary, right? So I don't know, like the Lady Nika situation, but with Jay Dunn, I felt like they continued to push the boundary because it was like this good cop bad cop. Cole was talking about her, I feel like, in a negative way. Then people told him, that's probably not the bitch you want to fuck with, so he
Right.
pulled back. Then all of a sudden, every other day I'm hearing him say, but I love Jay Dunn. Oh, Jay Dunn, I really like Jay. I'm like, oh my God. You can
Mm.
get okay. and then and then the bad cop comes in Shakim, and then I mean, does Code still love Jay Dunn? Because I don't hear him saying it, but I don't watch. I unsub, so I don't know. To be fair, but there's always this good cop bad cop thing, and there's always these constant pushing of boundaries, in my opinion. So whoever is dealing with them, I think that we can rest assured that they're going to continue to push boundaries to the point where that particular CC is going to have to cut them off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sassy, I can answer your question about the Lady Nika thing because I'm the one that I think I'm the one that let Lady Nika know. Because y'all, I have become a firm believer in knowing your enemy. Don't forget, it's people all over this application that done tried to put me in court. So you damn right, I'm gonna go over there and look to see what you got going on. You damn
Right.
right.
Gotcha.
And what happened with Lady Nika? And Lady Nika didn't even know that happened. Cold was over there doing commentary. It was about a month and a half ago. He was doing commentary about Lady Nika saying that she was tired of the beefing. She wanted to move her content to a different level, which we done heard her say this a few times, but specifically with her dealing with these deaths of in her family and stuff, she really want to change everything. And he was doing commentary about it and basically saying how the OGs was leaving. And he was talking about what Nika said, but he put on this voice and he said, "I was tired. I was tired, boss. Boss,
Oh
I was
yeah.
tired."
Mhm.
Yes. And so when he did that voice, I'm like, how you don't even know her like that? How are
Mm.
you gonna do this voice for her? Because first off, we all know that Nika don't like for people to be doing that voice or trying to reference her to a slave or whatever in the way he was doing it. And at that time, all we knew was that he was half black. Now we know he is more black than what he actually what we knew before. But at that time we thought that he was like a Tiger Woods doing this bullshit. And so
Well,
I mentioned it to Lady Nika and I told her and I told Faith on here. And so then he was questioned about it and he ended up having to apologize. But my thing is, if you ain't never talked to the content creator before, why do you think you could do it? And you want to know, when I first asked him why he thought that he could do that voice, you know what he said? Because Ness do it. Well,
oh,
bitch, you ain't Ness.
right.
That's the other thing.
Wow,
They are
Jaden.
such. I'm
Wow.
sorry. What you say, Corio?
I just said, wow, Jaden. I didn't know that part right there.
I definitely didn't
But
hear the next
remember,
part,
he
but
first said he didn't even do it. He said first he that didn't have nothing to do with slavery or nothing. He said, I was just saying it just to be like,
It's the goofy.
you
He
know,
said it's the goofy voices that I do.
yeah. And now he's
He
saying it
did
because
say
Ness
that.
said it. Hmm.
But remember, he that all happened before that impersonation contest that King Roman News had. Remember? King Roman had the impersonation contest, like a pop-up challenge
Yeah,
or
I
whatever.
remember. Yeah.
And Ness came there and imitated me, Lady Nika, and everybody else. And so I revisited again and I said, you heard that voice from Ness. That's the only reason why you did it. And he had to admit it.
Damn. So what is up with them and the copycat? Because a grown, I'm gonna stop saying straight because I don't know any gay men like that. Like my gay men in my life still know that they're men. Okay. Um. So it doesn't really matter what their preferences are. But so what man is constantly copying and stealing things from women? Like the whole "I'll mute." Why do you keep that's uppity? Everybody knows that that's uppity sarcasm and pompous thing. And
Hmm.
I thought he was gonna say it once or twice, but he says it literally. It's a part of his vernacular. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
These people,
Yeah.
these people might. I don't think we're dealing with smart, dark, deep trolls. I think we're dealing with psychotic deep trolls.
Well, but one thing too, whenever I was on the docket for commentary, I was up in the clouds. It was one of his morning shows. And he had a lady up there. The lady name, I think her name Bella. Yeah, I think Bella. And so I was coming up on the docket, but they was bringing up Lady Nika, and I remember Bella said, "Lady Nika." Who
Mm.
else say Lady Nika name like that except for Ness when she trying to mimic my voice? And I'm like, are y'all just watching Ness and coming up with what y'all want to talk about people about?
That's exactly what they're doing. We got it now. At the time, I didn't know. But
Well,
yeah, that's
That woman legitimately said, "Lady Nika," and I almost got up there and cussed her the fuck out.
look at Dr.
Bitch,
Sophie.
well, you do know that when you're on, I was telling Hood Table that when you're on Nessa's highest tier for the $20, you're allowed to, use her content for her lives for commentary. And what Shakim does is he runs the entire live and does commentary. So basically, he sits back on Nessa's panel like he's hatching an egg, lets her do her whole live. Then he just goes in, boop, boop, and that's his commentary for the day. That's
but
it.
Well,
no,
that's
no,
him
I shot
saying,
him. I shot him in the foot in that, and I'm gonna let you go,
You
Sassy. I
did,
promise.
you did,
I
you
shot
did.
him up in the foot about that today. No, today I did
Oh, I thought you.
because he got a scheduled live for in the morning where he think he gonna use Brianna's stuff about Brianna cussing me out. And I told Brianna, I said, "How much did he pay you?" She didn't want to tell me.
Uh,
I said, "Well, whatever he paid you," I said, "when he play it, let him play it to try to create division between us, and I'll pay you to strike him."
well, is she gonna allow? She's not
going
gonna allow you to do that, Jay Dunn.
No, she told me not to say it publicly.
Well, why are you telling us then?
Well, because I'm telling y'all how y'all gotta fight them.
No, don't done. My God.
But I thought this was all about the cash apps and the making money, and you could pay to drop people, and not just her, a lot of people. So isn't this about making money? So why wouldn't you take the highest bidder? He gonna pay her to play it, and if you're going up the ante and overpay,
No, I don't have an issue with it, Corio. I think it's brilliant. I got an issue with Dunn pulling out the
no,
hand.
I was
They
talking to Jay
they
Dud.
not gonna do nothing over here at Hood Table.
Shit, girl, they everywhere.
There have been
Mm.
people that
Not
hit this
not not
live, and it's
no,
like,
I'm talking about the fact is I could speak about whatever I want to do across YouTube. Brianna just didn't want me to say it to her publicly because it involves her. This don't involve none of
Well,
y'all.
she ain't gonna strike him now, Jay Dunn. I really she's not ready to let go of the fun she's having with them. You know what I mean? So if she struck him, that would cause division amongst them. And I don't think she's gonna do that.
They already got division. She cussed him out. Did you forget that the person came in the chat and told y'all that she cussed him out at the end of her life?
Yeah, but you didn't
What kind of cursing out was it though,
yeah,
John?
we didn't get any
Oh,
details.
it was a real cussing out to
Mm,
him.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen
What
it
did
over
she
here.
come out for again?
Well, she did her interview with Raw, and then he did like a poll asking who should he spend time on their channel because he kept getting timed out over there. And long story short, he just kept complaining about everything. And so she ended up cussing him out, a good cussing out. But then also she was cussing him out because she feel like he is the blame for the reason why Cold Job has been getting called. So it's a whole bunch of stuff. You will have to watch it. Don't
Okay.
get me the line.
Right. Okay. I might as I go to sleep if I can, if it's not too chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean you can red ball, but my point is, like, he really done dropped $20 for next highest tier and think that he could play with other people. No. $20 ain't shit. Hell, my pack of cigarettes cost 10.
He always brings that up. Well, when something happens, well, I'm a member, so I can't believe you had Raw up here, talking about me like that. I can't believe I'm a member, Ness. I can't believe, and it's like, do you guys
Because
not have
Yeah, he
members?
tried that shit with Jay Dunn too.
because
Yeah,
that
y'all
$20 might as well be two stacks for him. Like it's a lot of money, you know what I mean, for him. Like I don't know, I don't eat ramen, but I'm pretty sure you can buy like a box of ramen with $20, which is a whole week's worth of food. And I'm being ugly but and facetious, but I mean no, I'm not being facetious. I really feel like the reason why he puts so much weight on that little bitty money is because there's a lot of weight on that little bitty money for him.
well,
But
he doesn't make
meanwhile, but let me tell
$70
y'all
an
though.
No,
Right.
we know that's a
He
lie.
hour.
he came and said he was a software engineer until we saw that house that
No,
Rodney
no,
put up
no,
there.
no, no. What people should have been saying before they saw the house is how does a software engineer not have even the basic of a bachelor's?
Right.
It's in fucking possible. Play with somebody else. Like this is the reason why I was like I didn't come and attack them. I'm just telling you that I know y'all are full of shit because you cannot like what y'all are doing. I guess they read about being bougie or about being upper middle class. Bitch, I'm living it. Okay, so stop
Hmm.
fucking playing. Like, just stop the fucking shenanigans. You cannot get no software. You can't be an injured fucking near nothing without a degree. And most likely you need your master's. But I'm just gonna give you your bachelor's. You know what I'm saying? Which
Hmm.
is low rung in that field. Okay. That you having your bachelor's child, that's down near intern as a software, anything. And sometimes all I would have to do is tell these people what I do for a living, and it would squash this fucking bullshit and nonsense. Like, I was like, who has the audacity to say, you could have said, I work at FedEx. I've been working at FedEx for 8 years because that's a reputable, decent paying job. No, you went to $70 an hour and a software engineer with no fucking education. Come on, my nigga.
Yeah.
But then not only that, but did y'all check Raw's wall today? Which hopefully she ain't take it down. But do y'all know that Raw put that me and mama picture?
Yep.
Ooh,
What?
Raw
The
is
mama,
killing
hold
them.
on, hold on. Let me tell Sassy. So on the
I'm
community
not laughing at
wall,
Toxin Lord. I got to get up off this bitch. I can't be doing
wait.
Don't
So
leave now.
the
it.
mama, let me tell you, Sassy, the mama had on one of the chat reps moo.
My God.
I
I-
said, what?
oh God. I'm not laughing at this.
Because remember, he keep trying to drag me because my mama left me an inheritance. And I'm
Girl,
looking
I'm
at your
so sick
mama
of that
sitting up in
dumbass
a
Reed.
moo.
I'm so sick of that dumbass Reed that somehow taking care of your children in their death or lineage is a Reed. I wish you would stop going back and forth with that fool about that dumbass Reed. I mean, he's upset with you. He's literally upset and jealous of you because your mother wanted to take care of her only child. But let me tell you this, Dunn. I guess you didn't know, but that's not his house. He's renting that house on 8 Mile, that shanty, tiny home. Okay. He doesn't own
Okay.
that home.
Well, I
What?
didn't believe.
He was
Well, I
sure
didn't
trying to
believe
make
he
it
owned.
sound like he do.
But no, I knew he didn't own the home whenever I saw the picture of his mom up in the moo, and I said, "Well, kid, can Raw at least put a picture of your mama in a house that she owns?"
Mm.
I'm trying to understand why they, if they knew so much. I'm with Sweet 77777, whatever. I hope I
Uh,
made enough. I'm wondering why they didn't know that she is very adjacent to the B sector, because they were kind of shocked when, she popped over on the pen.
uh-uh. Don't believe it. Don't believe that part now.
Well,
Bullshit.
you think they knew she was
Come
a
on.
part of this?
Wait, girl, they
I
had
have
Mott
told them
sticks.
so many times.
They had you talking about did you say you talking about Raw?
Yeah,
They
before.
had Mott sticks at Raw's. Wait, come
Oh,
on.
that's
They
right.
used
Come
to be
on.
And she
dudes,
But
lied.
they didn't know that. But they didn't know that Raw was B sector. They did
right?
not.
I
Yes,
did.
they did. Yes,
You
they
think
did.
so? Okay. I didn't think they did
Yes, they did. There's
because he was
Even when
shocked.
Sassy, now we both agreed about whenever Raw had got up there trying to tell them about the B sector,
mm-hmm.
and they ignored her and still brought their asses over
I
here.
no, I know that happened, Jay Dunn. I told Raw to her face that something nefarious is going on.
Yeah.
And I stand by that, Dunn. Now we can, we just gonna disagree on that one, but you're not gonna tell me that.
And the
Raw
chat
is
be saying they didn't know.
uh-huh. They can say whatever. They don't know, just like I don't know. We just giving our opinions. They did absolutely know, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Does that feel better for y'all if I
But
say it like that? Because y'all not gonna ask me to believe them half of the time and believe I'm not believing shit they say. And
mhm.
Raw's involvement is suspect. It
You
just is.
think she might be
Somebody just
on
asked
the
you a question,
way?
Sassy. Somebody just asked you a question in the chat.
Yes,
Mm.
I told Rod that today on I didn't say it like that, but yes, again, I don't get into the ID channel stuff when I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to simply say that her involvement is suspect and I believe that it could possibly be nefarious.
Wow. So you don't think that she's really trying to call his
I
fame?
think they may be doing a whole bunch of stuff, but I think that there are some people who it again I don't if my theory pans out right, then the next question would be why would you allow people to do this with you, right? I think that people are trauma bonding. I think people are superbly toxic, and I don't know the name, the adjective, maybe Jay Dunn does it, but there's some psychological adjective about people who get off on humiliation. I think that there's a lot of real deep psychological stuff going on. You see how methodical they were. I'm just telling y'all, like I said, I just, I don't know. I obviously I can't say it enough, but the shit don't seem right to me.
Sassy, I implore you,
Mm-hmm.
before you keep that same judgment, to watch Brianna's live. She did a whole interview with Raw.
I've seen her a lot of times, Jay Dunn, but I watch it. I mean, I don't know at this point if anything's gonna change my mind.
You
Her
know
and
what? It
that
would be
dude was
really
really going
interesting.
at it too. That was really intense.
It would really be interesting if Raw was in on it, because what happened with Bree begging for her, not begging, asking her to not mess with Code's job, was that a play for Code to get sympathy cash apps and more subscribers to see what happens with the job thing. You know what I'm saying?
I,
It,
Y'all,
I
it be
I missed that part. Are you saying that Brianna or Raw? I
no,
missed. Are you
I said I think it would be interesting if it was true, your theory that Raw is.
okay? Yeah.
because then it's like they would be playing the game to get Cash App subs, because we'd all feel
It would
like,
all the theory, if the theory is true, yeah, it's all about, well, it's about infiltration and power too. Like I mean, it's kind of like a little mini series, I think, and that's what they've taken us on, is this mini series of characters, and then how they strategically come after Dunn, and then well, let's back up. Lemon is first, you know what I mean? Like, oh, get in with him, like I know he's this or that, A, B, or C. And then, oh, Dunn might come after your ass. Like, Dunn might put you on the map. If you fuck with Dunn, we don't know what the fuck she gonna do. So that might be a good
No,
person.
they only came at me not because Lemon said anything, but
I
because
didn't say
me and
that,
Nick.
Dunn. You listening too fast. I did not say
No,
that.
no, I didn't say that you did.
Oh, okay. But because I was like, I don't want to be clear. I didn't say Lemon said anything. I was separating
Mm-mm.
you guys. Yeah.
But I think probably it's time for me to disconnect because I don't have time to be trying to look underneath the pillow cases and raising up the sofa to figure out why in the hell these people that we don't know doing what they do. I
Mm-hmm.
think that people get so tied up in trying to figure out what is what instead of taking it for face value, what you
Yeah,
can
I agree.
see.
yeah, I
Because I'm not about to lift up no sofa, no pillowcase. I'm not trying to look underneath the fireplace. I ain't trying to look underneath the refrigerator, the stove to figure out. And honestly, I'm short. I have a short stem whenever it comes to people trying to figure out who is a troll page. That burns me up when they be
Mm.
like, "Oh, this troll page," and I know
Me
who that
too.
is.
Me too. I have that
When
trigger
when
too.
when you contact me trying to ask me who the troll page is, bitch, I don't know. It's the
I don't
troll.
know. But let me, oh, John, we on the same page, because I'm hearing you. I'm hearing what you putting down, right? Normally I can't, that's why I said I can't do the ID channel stuff. That's just not my thing. Like I like to work on facts. Y'all know that when I go live, I'm just laying out the facts and putting a little funny in between, right? So that's why I have to
Mhm.
keep saying, child, I don't know about this thing, right? But and I don't want to keep going on and on about it. And I understand your position, right?
Uh
However,
huh.
when I think of these type of theories, they are always based off of facts, right? So just a few facts done to give you.
Okay.
Obviously the main, not the main one, but a silly one was lying about them having mod sticks. Like, why did you want to disconnect from them so swiftly and not allow the beef sector to know that you had them modded up, right? But
I'm with
more,
you on that.
right. And you just bald face lied. But
Mhm.
deeper than that is coming from their mouths. Again, sometimes I mix them up. So I don't know if it was Shakim or Code. I believe it was Code. And even in his writing, somebody, I think Henny Wise has it up where he says, um, the plan is working out, or, stick to the plan, or something like that. Even at, and that's him writing it. It's on Henny Wise's wall. I literally heard, I believe it was Shakim, forgive me if I'm wrong, but one of them said, well, that's what we do. We go sector to sector and we steal their subs. Of course, we're not going to
I
get
heard
all.
that. I heard that too.
Okay, of
That's
course, we're
true.
not going to steal all their subs, but shit, we just left the church sector. We brought a few of them along with us. So it's things like this and then of course, Raw's past. She does not have, you know what I mean? She has a everybody has a blueprint.
Mhm.
And so, and it's her blueprint is very involved. And
Mhm.
she's been very involved in this new sector. See, she may not know that I know that, but I do know it. Okay. And I know details of it. Okay. Along with, I never mind. I know details of it. I'll come out with it if I'm triggered. But
Mhm.
that's the reason for my theory, not just because I just willy-nilly want it to be a play, or I just want it to be nefarious. It's because I put facts together, and in my head, it's kind of like, what's going on here? So I just want to be clear.
can I ask you about
And
one of
and
your
I'm not
facts real
I'm not
quick?
even blaming you for that.
Yeah, I know you're not.
What?
No, we're just chopping it
Yeah,
up.
I'm not even doing that. But yeah, it's just like people just question
Yeah,
everything.
they do. I agree, girl. That's why I had to laugh and say I agree.
I
Because the facts are, we saw that man's house. He can't deny that was not his house. The facts are, we questioned him about the surveillance camera that he said he had, and he really ain't got a surveillance camera. These are the facts that we saw last night. Now, who sent a picture to who did what, who staged what? They even analyzed the picture so much to say that it was a shoe in the bottom corner of the picture, but they can't tell if it's a man's shoe or a female shoe. Look, I got enough up on my plate on a day to day basis for me to be analyzing a damn picture about some shit that ain't even about to happen to me.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh,
that's
Sassy, somebody asked you in the chat when did you go on live because they got their wine ready.
I'm not. I'm not.
I know.
I'm doing my rounds because you know what? I'm very tired. This was a tiring weekend. I have to go out of town for work for 5 days on Thursday. So it's boom, boom, boom for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why am I trying to sneak in a live? Like, and it's not really going to be about all about beef sector. Like I would do that for my beef sector people, but I'm not going to overexert myself for these fools. You know what I'm saying?
They would love for you to go live and talk
They
about
would, they're waiting on it, darling.
all the
Okay.
all
And
they would
so
love.
I'm playing chess while they're playing Uno. So we're gonna wait a few more weeks until I clearly have my regular Sunday time. Cause I start thinking, why would I go live during the week? That doesn't even fit what I do. Like everybody's chilling, they at home, they in their pajamas. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Some people might be drinking. I'm playing ghetto trap music. Like it's not a midday week thing kind of thing, And then what if people that I want to come on the panel can't? So I was like, I'm trying to force myself because I was trying to, be there for the B sector, but I can just say what I need to say, jumping on people's panels because I miss everybody anyway, and I need to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good with that until a little bit more of this plays out, I think. So whoever asked me that, thanks for asking. But we're gonna wait till a little bit more plays out.
Make them
I
wait.
would I would wait to I would love to wait to almost the resolution of it so that I could
Yeah.
just really do a recap and tell a story and be done with it. Cause everybody knows if I do it, then they're gonna attack me even more. And
Oh yes.
I can't I don't have time for that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right about that.
Yeah.
And
I
they
was.
said they struck Henny's channel.
When did that happen? Lord, they going baby. Some of the black sector manosphere and passport bro. Yeah, they are QI.
You know something, Sassy? If what's going to irk them even more is whenever you show up, people doing this. Sassy, when you going live? Sassy, when you going to go live? Because they just feel it and know that you're going to have to talk about them. And so it's going to irk them that everybody's chomping at the bit for you to go live and you keep pushing it off. So I say do it. Irk,
What?
fuck.
Well, but that's the thing.
Team
Even
Arkham.
if Sassy go live, I'm gonna be there to support her
Mm.
because Sassy, I
Same
promise you,
here.
I was waiting on you. I was waiting on you at the door because y'all probably don't know it. But the Umar boys, the first man in the sector that got them in a tizzy was Langston.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for real?
Girl.
The
Yes,
the very
they
first
was
time?
mad at
Yep.
the very first man. No, the first man because they fighting with women.
Right,
But the
right.
first man that made them feel some type of way was Langston. And so I watched how Langston kind of handled them. They tried to trash him about his music because y'all know he trying to be an artist. And so
Do that,
they
Don. Don't do
tried
that.
to
I like his
what?
music.
I'm just saying, don't laugh at Langston's music, please.
No, I told him his last song was decent. I told him that to his face. I said this is decent.
Look at Big Man talking about I'm leaving.
Big man said,
Big Man, be quiet.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
trashing
Dan.
his music. I'm saying that's what the men were doing.
Uh-huh.
That's what they were doing. And when I realized they were that intimidated by him, I knew that when Sassy got back, they was gonna have a serious problem. And that's what I see right now. But no, I'm not going against Langston. I mean,
No,
he
I knew
had a
you was.
couple.
I was being funny, J Don.
Okay, cause yeah, his Christmas song, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best of what he
Laughing, no,
released for
that's what I'm
Christmas.
talking about. You trying to be fun. Okay.
Now I got
Uh,
a thing and then
but
I'm gonna go. Sassy.
Huh?
Now to your Robbie privilege thing with the them being mods in her chat. So she did not you popped her. She had to come up there and say, "Oh yeah, well, it's no big deal. I mean, and you were like, "Well, how long ago did you do it?" I thought she was going to say a year. She was like a couple of weeks. I was like, "What?"
Girl.
But anyway, why do you think Code went ahead and sent Bree the screenshot of him being a mod in her chat? Why do you
Because
think?
good cop, bad cop. That's what I'm trying to tell you about
uh,
the me and my theories, right? It's like based off of facts. Like, first of all, Code is the one that, I mean, doesn't Bree have an emoji for members only with, um I mean, a pussy driving a bus because he runs the bus over people. Like, that's just his thing, right?
uh,
So he did it to his good Judy. I guess her name is Stargate. I never got to meet her. He's
yeah,
done
she
No, her
did.
name's Starfish.
stop. And and so that's just his thing. I mean, it's good cop, bad cop. It's like, oh, I don't want to be a part of this. And I think at the point that it's two reasons, actually, Corey. I'm glad you asked me. Was the first part is that once somebody gets caught up, then I think he's gonna throw them under the bus because he wants to separate himself. He desperately wants to over explain that they're not a clan, right?
Yes, he
And
does.
number two, I think that he has an incel narc trait where they want to be saviors. They want to always constantly be saving someone or teaching someone. He told me that he saved, like, I couldn't see for myself. I couldn't see, and he helped me see the light. He helped me. This is who he is. He's a savior, and I'm a weak vessel of a woman, and I needed him to tell me what my eyes could not diagnose. You see? So
Mm,
I think I personally think that was the majority because at the top, like, as soon as I hit the scene, I think he was on his, tablet writing down notes and trying to figure out a strategy at how to come to me.
exactly. Because he
And
joined
one thing
your,
too,
he joined your he subscribed. Remember, he had to really let you know you were wonderful, and he ran over there and subscribed. Remember?
And you see, I stayed on silent.
You sure did.
but this is one thing too, and then y'all, I'm gonna get off here because I need to go to bed.
Okay.
But one thing too that y'all will get from Brianna's live, and this is how I know that something is really happening with that man's job. The wife, the wife talked through the
What
phone.
you?
What'd she say?
Essentially, everybody thought that he was full of shit.
Yes.
Everybody up in Pettyville thought that he was full of shit about them messing with his job. And she essentially said, no, this is real. This is real. This is what's happening.
Well,
And a
Uh,
few people up in Triple said, well, she should have been cussing him out. But let's not forget that he married a Vietnamese woman. The
yeah.
woman ain't black.
they
Like
cuss
people up
out
in
more. They,
Triple.
contrary to belief, they Asian people are a hot mess behind the scenes. They cuss like black people do in public. The only difference is they were taught to not do it in public. But what I'll say is to that is okay. I mean, that's fine. However, I mean, that's his wife. Wouldn't she just say what he wanted her to say?
Of course she would, but Raw had just been on the interview saying that she called.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell y'all, and I think this is gonna be the icing on the cake for everybody up here. The man works in public.
Mm-hmm.
Their board meetings are public.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody from the public, not locals, but anybody from the public can attend the board meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And over there around them that he offended, they were all going to virtually attend the board meeting. And to
Mm-hmm.
be honest, if we think that it's a lie, we could all attend the board meeting.
Well, we'll either hear about it or something. But do you know, Don, before you go, do you know that uh Shakim doxed Code a few years ago?
Yeah,
Called his
Shakim
job.
was on a 2-year restraining order from Code. That's why
Okay,
I never trusted them from the jump because I'm like,
okay,
somebody that gave you a 2-year restraining order and you friends with them now? I don't get that.
right. And not only did he call his job, I think I heard it correctly that he got put on administrative leave. Like it was a big deal. So when
And
they're
he called CPS on them for
and he
his
called
4 kids.
CPS, yeah, on the 4 children. So and they're the best of buds.
That's why I don't believe it. And I'm not going to speak too much. I'm going to drop down. But if y'all think for a second that I would befriend AutoZone after everything is said and done, after all the money I had to spend on some bullshit, absolutely not. And that's how come I didn't trust them from the beginning. When
Mm,
I knew that piece of information, y'all friends all willy nilly, well, y'all can't. No, fuck all that.
mm.
Mm-mm.
So I mean, so I'm just saying, Jay Dunn, think about what I'm saying. So that happened a few years ago, and now this is happening. So in a few years, he might be really buddy buddy with the next people. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I know it's weird as fuck. That's what I do know.
It is weird, and I've always kept my eyes open about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I never did get that. But the fact is, the wife did speak,
Mm-hmm.
and I told Cole that I'll buy his members only tomorrow morning, but I'm just gonna get it for the low tier for one
Mm-hmm.
day, or not for one day,
Why?
but for 1 month.
Why
Huh?
is he? Why is he publishing the board meeting?
Yeah, I don't get it.
No, no, I wanted to go because the reason why the wife was comfortable enough to talk on Brianna's tonight is because she talked to Bree in his members only.
I uh
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I'm gonna
oh,
have to watch Bree. I gotta watch Bree. I gotta watch Yaya. Who else went live tonight?
don't go. I don't know. I just said.
Bree.
uh,
I
that's
mean,
all. I think those
that
are
could
the
be
two.
his sister. That could be his sister. That could be his neighbor that he smokes blunts with in his
Or it could
kitchen.
be his wife, Corio. I mean, that's his wife.
Right. It's like who got time to do all of that?
I'm
I don't
saying,
know. I
but
just
I'm
don't
agreeing
like.
with Corio. I'm saying she could still be lying. It's just it could be very simple. It could just be his wife, and she's like, oh, he's on his little YouTube thing doing his shit again. Okay, what do you want me to say? I
Well,
mean,
yeah, that.
or
Yeah,
it could be absolutely 100% true, like it was a few years ago.
I mean, is he that big of a deal? That never mind. I just
It's not about
He's
being a
a
big deal.
doctor.
no, no.
I
I'm
mean, wasn't Tracy
about
that big of a
about.
deal to you? And she ain't got no degree in psych.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
Hold on. Who's a doctor?
Who's the doctor?
Binary.
Binary has a PhD.
Or is his doctorate? Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
so that's why his thing, the town hall thing, whatever it is, that's going to be broadcasted. But that's always the
Yeah,
way
that's
that it's
probably one of
been.
them right now. That's why I said, child, they be everywhere. Now we don't know that troll.
Why would he let somebody know he's a doctor?
That
He got
y'all.
doxxed.
No, he
What?
doxed himself, y'all. He doxed himself, child.
No, he didn't dox
Yes, he
himself.
did. Yes,
well,
he did.
I'm gonna add this, then I'm gonna go. I know one thing. I'm sick of his. I'm a swinger. I was a swinger back in
Just like he
1981.
doxed that information. He's forcing that stupid 25-year-old story down our throat. He
Uh,
wanted the beef sector to know right off the bat that he had his PhD. That is my theory. I am not a troll. I'm just not going. Where are you not going? And we don't even know you. Yes, you are a troll.
I'm trying to
Oh,
tell
they
you that the man was doxxed before. That's why he had the restraining order on Shaquille. Now
I
you
know.
can't say that both of it is that both of it is correct.
What are
Now
you
me,
talking about? It is. Oh no, I'm saying he doxed himself. I'm not saying he doxed himself to the B. I'm saying he doxed himself years ago. Listen, Dunn, I think he's a troll in real life. That's what I think. I don't think this is anything about this is new for him. I think this is a Game of Thrones, a real life Game of Thrones for them, and this is what they do, Dunn. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it just started, but I'm saying that's what I believe.
but
And
that's not what
I
I'm
believe he
saying.
even
We
got
talked
his
about Shaquille.
PhD. I
I
believe he
thought
even
we
got
was talking. You ain't
Oh,
even let me finish.
I said I'm sorry.
We agreed that Shakim doxed him.
No,
So
I
are
do
you
not
telling
agree.
me that?
I do not agree on that. No.
So you believe that he doxed himself to Shakim, and then Shakim allowed him to put a 2-year restraining order on
No,
him?
no, no, no. That's not what I'm saying, Don. What I'm saying is that I don't know how it happened. What I'm saying is that I believe that there are a lot, people are sending me stuff, okay, from his community. They're tagging me, and there's a lot of footage of him talking, double talking, putting up his own children, and he uses the word bait, but then he changes the word. I believe that he is a troll in real life. Whatever that means, when you start getting into Shakim being able to dox him, how was Shakim able to dox him? What information would a PhD have on YouTube to leave himself open to be doxed is what I'm trying to say. And then the fact is I don't know what's going on because now they're friends and they keep doing.
But Sassy, the fact that I'm saying is Shakim had a 2-year restraining order.
I got it, but Jay Dunn, I
So
understand.
if the cops investigated a doxing and gave Shakim ass a 2-year restraining order, I'm not about to wreck my brains to figure out who doxed who
I
first. The case said
understand,
that
and I'm not
Shakim
asking,
did
and
it.
I didn't ask you to. I just said that this is what I believe, Don, and it's not going to change. That's
Okay.
all. I didn't ask you to. I'm not going on big
I,
platforms talking about this or anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care to. I'm just telling you that no, this is like, I mean, when I look at the facts of the case, it lays out that it's like this is self-inflicted.
and it could very well be. But I just go based on the facts, and I mean, we already know Shakim's information and everything.
Yeah.
And there was actually a 2-year restraining order. And I don't know what law enforcement would grant somebody 2 years of a restraining order for no reason. I mean,
I
hell,
didn't, it wouldn't have been for no reason. It would have been for a reason. But I get where you're saying. We don't want to deep dive into it because then it's like, Sassy, you're not just looking at the facts. But then I'm saying the same thing to you guys through the screen, right? So we're both saying the same thing. We just see the information differently.
right. And I can accept that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
all.
trying to, debate or argue with you,
No,
but I'm
you know
just
we
like,
do. We
all of it is weird.
It just listen. We agree on a much more than we disagree. But I get just
Very
like
good.
you understand what I'm saying. I definitely don't want to dismiss what you're saying. You're saying, Sassy, this is pretty straightforward, and I'm like, done. For some reason, it's just not. That's all. It just don't. It
Mm.
doesn't. It seems like they want to present it as such, but it's not.
Yeah,
But we
I
we
get
do
what
agree. This shit is weird. It's
I
weird.
get. I'm starting to get what you're saying now, Sassy. When you said, "Are you guys asking me to not believe this, but then believe that?" It's either they're liars or they're not. Is
And
that
because us normal people lie
right?
sometimes, right?
Right.
But these people are methodical and strategic.
Right.
You're at, and then let's not even forget about the situation that happened on Bree's panel with Shakim's son Saturday with D Darrell and calling and doxing him to call him. Whose doxes? Don't start, done. I know the other example, but
Yeah.
who doxes somebody to get their number to call them? That's toxic. So I'm saying if every single thing that they do is like above and beyond, it's fantastical. So then
But the thing is, though, Shakim is 28. Y'all, I would never, and we can agree to disagree, but I would never let y'all convince me that a 28-year-old that's living in a shack can
I don't,
outsmart
I don't
me.
even think he's
And I
28.
and,
Hold on,
and I
y'all.
refuse.
Real quick, y'all. 1 second. Hectic, Simon Hectic. Um, I'm not sure I seen you before, but
Never heard of them.
I thought you were leaving soon. Oh, you're not. Let me finish this with Dunn, and I'll go ahead and drop down.
Shakim is 28 years old. Did you know that, Sassy?
I don't believe it.
Wh-
I do because he told me he was born in 1996. Not to mention he done been doxxed all up and through. I
Hmm.
honestly believe that Raw got his birth certificate. So I mean, she could
Well,
verify.
we'll have. I don't know, but that goes
Oh
back to
wow, the
my other
birth
theory.
certificate.
Is Raw the only person that knows that can verify his age? That's interesting. And also, he said that his paycheck was doxed. First of all, who doxed? How they get your paycheck? And did your paycheck reflect $70 an hour? And you live in that type of environment? That's interesting. I just feel like they're deep trolls. I'm just telling you, Don. I
Well,
So
let me.
you think he older than 28?
I do absolutely.
I think he's older
he
than 28
looks
too.
it. He looks
Simon Hectic. Is
Most
there?
please
black people look younger
put your
than they
banner
are.
up.
Excuse me, Hood Tape. I'm sorry, but I just want to finish that last statement. Most black people, unless they were on hard drugs, look younger than what they are, not older, and definitely not at 28. You at 28, you would look like a baby if you were, you know what I'm saying, with that much melanin. That's
Mm.
just my opinion.
Okay, well, I want to see what Simon Hectic got to say about everything. Simon.
I wish you put your leave your banner up.
Yeah,
I hope this ain't the Simon that was on Ness's last night that talked with that accent.
yeah.
Please put your banner up, hood table,
Okay, I'll
please.
put the banner
Jesus
up.
Christ.
Okay, Simon, what's up?
Why you gonna put the banner up, man? Why you what what
What?
This
What?
the same one. I don't
what?
want to talk to him.
Drop, drop.
What did he do, Don?
Well, I'm just
I
trying
ain't,
to see if he has anything to add to
I
the.
No,
said
he didn't
about
do.
I
He
said
didn't.
about five
Hold on. They
I
asked
said
me
about five
what you
words.
did.
Wait, I said about 5 words.
Hold on, let me check
Draw.
back.
Okay,
Hold
I'm
cool.
on,
trying to answer it.
You
So
got
hood
something on
table,
me?
he didn't do anything wrong except for come and disrupt the live where we was talking to LG about her problems, and it was him and Shakim that came and disrupted everything.
He's
They
LG.
argued.
I don't
Oh,
even know
so
who
this
you're
is
talking.
another code, fam. You see, so
I
then the chat is telling you that he's nasty and rude. He cusses out women. Oh Lord, Jesus.
But
I don't know
Yeah,
about any of that
he
stuff.
talked all crazy to me, and we all types of the N word, and he think because he is British, he could say all that.
All right,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So
Well, maybe
you
we'll
know
have you up another
you
day.
Well,
all
I mean,
right.
give him a chance. You could give him a chance, hood table.
Well, I did want to
I
see if he
ain't.
had anything to add to the topic, but if he's going to just derail the show, it's a little too
Well, I
late.
don't know what he plans to do, but I just wanted you to
let him
know that
talk.
that's what he did at Nessus.
Let him
All
talk.
right. Well, what's up, Simon?
Jesus. Wow.
What's up?
I don't know. I mean, like, I had something to say first of all. Now, like, all of a sudden, it's like I did this over here, I did this over there. Okay, I don't know.
How did you find
Uh,
the channel?
what?
How did you find the hood table's channel?
How?
Yeah, how'd you find it?
Well, what? How do people find channels?
That's what I'm asking you. Were you surfing the surfing YouTube? Did somebody share it and you found it?
I ain't
How did
that bored. No, I ain't that bored. No, no. It comes up in the in the algorithm. It's like
you
it's relative. So,
okay.
mm. I was
Gotcha.
trying to have a look. She threw me right off. I don't know what the hell she was talking about. To be fair, I ain't that deep in the like. I get your sectors or whatever, but
Did you have something to add to the current topic
I
that we were?
did. But now I'm kind of bored. So it's just like she could bounce me off or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I really did have something to add, but I don't
Did you
know.
want to add that, or are you leaving?
Yeah, Simon, what you want to add to the commentary? What we was discussing?
Now she's throwing up her hands. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Um. Look. Um. Jesus. I'm subscribed to your channel, so I was trying to support you. Um. You get these cats throwing up their hands, like going whoa 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 whoa.
Ads? What do you want
Um.
Well,
ads?
Like I don't know, man. You know. I don't
Okay.
know.
'Cause I thought maybe that was a derogatory word for
All
that.
right. Well, I guess I added you to the panel because I thought you might have had something to add to the topic that we were discussing.
Mm,
But if you don't
Well, I
have,
can't. Look. If you want to believe in your own ability,
mm,
that's one thing or another.
mm.
I don't know what the hell he talking about, and I can hardly understand him. No offense to your background, your native tongue, or nothing, but I don't understand what he's saying. Anyway, but thanks for the subscription. If you keep it, you keep it. If you don't, you don't. As we were saying,
You can
now,
drop the pan. You can drop it
yeah,
now.
yeah, I'm about to drop the panel, but
So
child,
he's what if I only met him for the first time last night on this.
Told y'all they was watching.
And I think he one of the Umar boys from across the pond.
He is.
But he said that he came from Trish. It ain't no way he came from Trish because we all know Trish. We ain't never seen him over there.
Right.
I just got word that he's over at Trisha's every single night.
and they might be trying to infiltrate the B sector or whatnot. But if you're at least gonna hit somebody's panel on the B sector, I mean, come on.
And can I just say this real quick because I'm offended by what he just did because I just want to let you know and all the rest of you that are up there in the clouds with your pen and paper, um, just take note. The women on this panel right here, we're not the usual. You're not gonna be able to just come up here and quack quack and we let you swim around in the pond. You either come up here with some respect or don't come at all. But these four women right here in the B sector. It's not gonna be easy. And I'm done. Thank you for
But
having
I
me.
to
mean,
be honest,
I was trying to give the
Corio,
chance to talk and give his commentary,
I
whatever.
know
But I
you
don't know
did,
what was
girl.
going on. I don't know,
You
child.
did the
but I
best you
really
could.
think that he didn't realize that I was gonna remember him. But yeah, I'm gonna remember you. Cause he came and did the same mess with Ness. But Ness was wanting to entertain him.
See,
They
I
said he been
Uh,
here for a while. They say he was on Dovies. They say he was he's been around. They said he's
yeah,
been.
we this is gonna be a hell of a journey that we have embarked upon, and
they're gonna he's probably one of the people they send out. Well, how were they? Well, was that a good chat? What do you think? You know how people send they probably send him out
reconnaissance. I'm telling you, it's like they work
reconnaissance.
for the CIA.
Exactly. And so, now you know. Tell them if they come to the hood table, they're
Have
going to have to
something
come
pertinent to say, or
and,
don't come.
and have complete respect.
Complete.
Just
Hmm.
ridiculous.
That
How
part.
could we've been up here talking all this time about one subject, the subject that is about your crew, and you come up here and we threw you off.
He said, "I
That
don't know what to talking about." I'm like, what?
But that's the thing. On this is he came there arguing with Shakim. And they was arguing about whether or not he flirted with Queen Tulsa and whether or not Queen Tulsa was trans. So they derailed him and Shakim derailed Ness's whole show, arguing about him flirting with Queen Tulsa on Honest Rose platform and whether or not Queen Tulsa was a man. And I guess this man thought that I was gonna forget his voice, but I remember his voice, and that's why I told you who he was. Cause I said he gonna have the accent, and he had it.
You were on it too, J Don, because I've never seen him before. I mean, if I have, I just wasn't paying attention. But let me
My
see if
my
this is
first time was with at Ness's, and I didn't know who the fuck he was.
It's
random.
me, Boo. It's me.
Okay, babe.
hey, random.
How you
Hey, well,
Hey, everybody.
let me
I
go
can't.
ahead
Hey, Random.
and make my exit. Thank you so much here,
All
table,
right,
for
bye,
having me.
Scorpio.
Bye,
Thank
Thank,
you for
Corio.
bye,
us.
bye, J Dunn.
All right, bye, Corio.
Okay,
Smooches.
Night.
Have a good night, love.
okay.
All right. What's up, random?
I just wanted to catch you real quick and tell you I'm so just empowered and encouraged just listening to all the women and their strength and not letting, themselves fall for just anything. They really starting to learn what the B sector women have to offer. I think y'all have done a beautiful job. I've enjoyed this live. Y'all make sure y'all hit this for a like, share it, just like the banner says. Y'all hit my girl up for the cash out, you heard? But I'm on vacay, so I can't stay. I have to go back to bed. It was one of those times when I got up and then I got engaged and was really captivated by the conversation. You ladies have done an amazing job, and I appreciate you for it. Keep pushing and keep doing commentary like this. And you know, the Bushes, I've always been a fan. And I love catching the three of y'all. And I see I'm sorry, I forgot my sister's name, Creole Lover, if I'm
Mhm.
pronouncing that
Yep,
correctly,
that's Toriel
in the
Lover.
chat sometimes.
Mhm.
And y'all always stand in whatever you believe in. And I just encourage you, just keep being your amazing selves. I'm finna go ahead and slap back in here into this bed because this wind is ridiculous. Because I'm in a different state and I'm not used to the weather.
Well, I appreciate you coming up here and saying that. And we trying, the ladies in the sector, we trying, continue to do our big ones without allowing all these people to come in and cause confusion on some of our panels. Okay. Some of
Yeah. And I ain't gonna never forget when Miss Sassy popped up there and was like, I know I don't see my cousins up here fighting.
them.
So it just
When
kind
did
of
I say
reminded me
that?
go ahead.
What did I say?
You said I know the cousins not up here fighting.
What? I don't even. Girl, I don't even.
That was a minute ago.
Oh, I don't even
Yeah,
remember. Girl, I
y'all
just be talking, but I'm about to go because really what you said, random. I have the same exact sentiment, like from Jay Dunn to what Lady Nika said, Yaya, Ronnie
right.
Q, Tanya. Like, I mean, I just, I'm a little nervous about the journey, but I also feel like we're gonna stand 10 toes down and and really try to combat this because I don't think we've ever. Well, I know I don't think I have, and I've been here 4 years. I know they didn't before then because they wouldn't have accepted it. But I don't think we've ever encountered anything like this. So I do think it's going to be an interesting journey. And hey, it is what it is. But thank y'all so much for letting me up. I definitely need to go to bed. I took a nap in a early nap, so I wasn't tired. But now I looked at the time, and I do need to try to get some sleep. But Tanya, you're always a gracious host, girl. I appreciate you a lot, and I'll see you on these streets.
And I appreciate you as well. We got you, boo. We got your back now.
I really, and let me say that the beef sector, really, I really super appreciate you guys like not standing for that nonsense that happened today. Like, I just didn't want it to get vile or ugly, and I feel like the beef sector was like, wait, you coming after Sassy, like, and that really really warmed my heart, and it was just the right thing to do on top of that, you know what I mean? And just to like really, because if they doing it to me, they'll do it to anybody. And we can't have men thinking that it's okay for them to be talking up under our clothes unwarranted, and talking to us with such angst about our opinions. Like, no, we can jibber jabber back and forth, but that type of aggression towards a clearly feminine woman is wild, because then that means when they get to the other women that may not talk like I talk, then it's just gonna get vile and ugly and disgusting, and that we don't want to be welcoming shit like that into our sector. Like, we can do our shit between the women like we've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Which is still not a good thing, but shit, this is girl talk. But when they start,
Yeah.
But Miss Sassy, before you leave, I want to make sure I chime in on a point that you were talking about earlier. How we allow certain people to call us by certain, names and whatever you want to call it, however you want to present it. I don't have all the great vocabulary like some people do, girl. I'm trying to study behind y'all. But anyway, but yeah, it's like we have put certain standards on certain people where it's okay here, but it's not okay there. And
Mhm,
that made me actually have to sit back and rethink myself. And I said, that's really true.
mhm.
Like one of my I call fam I've known since I was in middle school, part of the community. I've allowed to have this kind of, banter back and forth. But if a dude was to step to me the same way, oh, we're gonna have issues. And I was like, you know what, you're a hypocrite. You need to sit back and reevaluate self.
Yeah. And we always need to do that. Sweet Tea, the situation with me happened. I don't know where the first incident happened. I just heard about it that Shakim was talking up under my clothes. But then I was able to see it in real time on Nessa's panel. And then that other gentleman, what's his name, J Dunn?
MBK.
MBK came after me and thought child, they listen, Sassy put a target on her back. Okay. But Sassy did that willingly, but I thought that we were going to have some banter. I'm out on arguing with overly aggressive men. I ain't never did it. I ain't about to start now. And I'm out on that shit. And I'm out on y'all too. Bye, lovely ladies. I'll see y'all tomorrow, child.
All right, boo.
Bye, girl.